Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome if you're new. Today we have more PlayStation VR2 news to go over and cover in this video. We're gonna talk about new games, new announcements, one very welcome delay, and more. But before that, I want to encourage you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And there is a very big chance you haven't, since 77% of my viewers are not subscribed. So yeah, let's turn this around guys, we need your much appreciated support. With that out of the way, let's talk PSVR2.
Here at Rebellion, we're excited to introduce you to the next bone-chilling chapter of the Zombie Army franchise. This is Zombie Army VR.
Following the story of Zombie Army, you return to the field as one of the Dead Hunters, an elite squad that is hunting down zombie war criminals. Fight your way through the Nazi undead army and help Herman Wolf, the Dead Hunters' legendary leader, find his scattered family and end the zombie apocalypse. After being delayed multiple times, Zombie Army VR from Rebellion Interactive finally launches on PSVR2 next Thursday, May 22nd, for $29.99 USD/euros or £24.99, and you get a 10% discount if you subscribe to PS Plus. The game features an original campaign, authentic World War II weaponry, visceral and intense body dismemberment, player progression and weapon modification, competitive arcade-style scoring system, and of course you can play the entire campaign solo or with a friend.
You'll get a front row seat to the zombie apocalypse and interact with the undead in a completely new way. Thanks to virtual reality, this zombie-slaying adventure is more immersive, more tactical, and more engaging than ever before.
So let me explain the situation. One of our contractors, Edwin Murray, has gone missing, leaving our property abandoned in his warehouse.
When Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic was first announced, PSVR2 was one of the supported platforms. However, shortly after the announcement, people noticed that any mention of PSVR2 on the game's PlayStation Store page had disappeared. So naturally, some people started to doubt whether the PSVR2 version had been cancelled. Of course, if you've been following the channel for a while, I remember telling you guys that it is very likely the PSVR2 version is coming after the flat version launches on June 13th. And guess what? That's exactly what's going to happen. Developer Steelwool Games did an interview recently with YouTuber Dauko, I hope I didn't butcher their name, and they confirmed that the PSVR2 version is still in the works, and it is definitely coming this year at a later date. So for all of you Five Nights at Freddy's fans on PSVR2, rejoice!
Responsible for damage to property or person. Thank you for being a valued member of the Fazbear team.
In addition to Smash Drums and Pirates VR, Iron Guard also released this week on PSVR2, and this one is a sci-fi tower defense game made in the spirit of classic RTS games by developer XLab Digital. It says here on the PlayStation Store, quote-unquote, "Lives of the surviving crew members are in your hands. Find out why the terraformer robots have rebelled, and help evacuate your crew from an unknown planet, where survival is a new frontier." I didn't review this one mainly because I had no idea it was launching this week, and honestly, it's not my cup of tea. It does look cool though, so if tower defense games are your thing, maybe you should give it a chance.
Hello everyone, I'm Kalle from Tunermaxx, and in this short video I want to show you why you should buy one of our Rainbow Reactor games while they are highly discounted. To do that, I've prepared this little chart here where you can see what exactly is going on. So Rainbow Reactor Fusion Remastered will go on sale for the PlayStation VR2, and it will be 80% off or even 85% if you have PS Plus. This whole thing goes from May 15th till May 28th. You help us make more games. Of course, we're hoping to get a little bit of money with this discount action, and as you know, Tunermaxx are making other games as well, and they are also quite highly rated. Like for example, Snow Scout has a 4.47 on the store and 90s Extreme Skiing has a 4.21. So making these games takes a lot of money. I'm guessing that Rainbow Reactor cost about $200,000 to make, but it only grossed like $100,000. So that means we got about $65,000. So yeah, we're actually losing money making these games, and to work on them full time, we need, of course, a pile of cash to concentrate fully on the games that's necessary to make them really good. So if a lot of you buy this game now, then we have lots of funds and can make the next VR game even better. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the game, and see you in the next one. Bye!
After the end of the world, the burnt one woke from a deep slumber.
The Midnight Walk has been out for over a week now, and player reception has been mostly positive. However, some PSVR2 players are rightfully complaining about the game's low resolution, and thankfully developer Moonhood Studios is listening. This was reported on by UploadVR, and it says here, quote-unquote, launched last week with optional PC VR and PlayStation VR2 support, The Midnight Walk by Moonhood is a new dark puzzle adventure with claymation visuals. However, some PlayStation VR2 users noted problems with low resolution when playing on Sony's headset, and the developer confirmed is working to release an update addressing this. An exact time frame for this update remains unknown, though the studio confirmed is coming quote-unquote very soon. Until then, Moonhood states a potential workaround that involves lowering the brightness setting on PlayStation VR2 and the system settings to 60%, a tip previously shared by ex-user BrewPounder. So there you have it guys. If you don't like the low resolution of the Midnight Walk on PSVR2, well, don't worry. Just put it on the shelf for a couple of weeks, or hopefully a couple of days, and eventually, the game will look like a PSVR2 game should.
You must be headed for Moon Mountain. Am I right?
Before closing off this video, I want to let you guys know that thankfully Get Out, A Very Bad Dream Story didn't launch this week on PSVR2 as originally planned. It has now been delayed to May 30th. This is a very smart move by the developer because really these 2 weeks are stacked, and there is no room for more games. I also want to inform you that I have already received my review key, so stay tuned for the full review hopefully very soon. And finally, I want to let you guys know that Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted is joining PS Plus game catalog next Tuesday, May 20th. So if you are subscribed to PS Plus Extra or Premium, look forward to that.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. There's really nothing to worry about.
And that's all I have for you today guys. Thank you for watching, and remember, for more PSVR2 news, reviews and discussions, make sure you stick with MBG.